Hello students, this is Coach Rodriguez, and today I'm going to go ahead and walk you through a workout plan. This is going to be focusing on your cardiovascular health. I have here on the whiteboard a bunch of information that I want you guys to draw your attention to. So let's first focus on maximum heart rate. In order to calculate your maximum heart rate, you're going to take 220 minus your age. In this case, I am 42 years old, so my maximum heart rate, which stands for MHR, is 178, okay? Now, I'm gonna take that 178 and I wanna know where I'm gonna fall for moderate to rigorous intensity. So when I did the math, I took my 178 and say I multiplied it by 50%. That gave me 107 as my bottom number. I took 178 again and I multiplied it by 70 or 75%. That gave me a number of 142. So now, this is called my target heart rate. So when I am exercising, I'm going through my workout, I want to be able to achieve this goal, is to get my heart rate in between these numbers. Now, for your workout, you're going to look at the word fit, okay? It's broken down into words: frequency, intensity, type, and time. With frequency, it's going to be a matter of how many times you do it throughout the week. So in this case, you can probably do this workout 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. It all really depends on how you want to approach your workout. Intensity. There are many ways to do the intensity portion of it. You can add resistance to a workout. You can move a lot faster. Your pacing can go up versus having a slower pace. That is intensity. The type of exercises, what you see here, are a list of different types of exercises. So choosing the types of exercises are going to also impact how you're going to reach your target zone. And then the time. Time can also be spent in different ways. For example, you can do an exercise like, for example, for the jump rope, I might do a 30-second to a minute jump roping. Again, it's being timed, okay? I can also go out for a run or a bike ride. That also can be timed. As I go through these exercises, you can start to notice that I'm spending either more time with one exercise or less time with another exercise. However, all of these factor in on how I'm going to get to my target zone. So let's go ahead and get started with the workout. But first, before I get started, I want you to go ahead and check your heart rate. And there's two places you can do that. First place can be on the neck side, or your second place can be on the wrist. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and take it on my wrist. So for my resting heart rate, as I find my heart rate, I'm going to check in 10 seconds how many beats I counted. And then I'm going to take that number and multiply by 6. So let's get started. So I found my pulse and I'm going to be counting. After 10 seconds, I got 12 beats in that 10-second count. I'm going to take 12, multiply by 6. That will give me a 72 beats per minute at my resting rate, okay? So that's checking your heart rate. So now, at 72, as I look over, I need to get to 107 at least, so I can start to begin working in my target zone. So that is my goal, is to get my heart rate up to that point. So let's start off with some jump roping, and I'm going to go ahead and step over my jump rope. I will like to do this focusing on time for about 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and jump rope and see what my heart rate is after I get done jump roping. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to begin. 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna check my heart rate. So I'm at 16. So I'm gonna take 16, I'm gonna times it by 6. If I do the math correctly, that is going to be 16 times 6. It's going to be 96. I am still a little short at 107, but I just started my workout. So that means I'm gonna continue, right? So, butt and leg kicks. So I'm gonna go right into it, okay? So I'm gonna kick my heels all the way up to try to knock my buttocks. Again, I'm gonna time this for about maybe 30 seconds. And maybe I wanna go into leg kicks. Got 15 more seconds. Back into butt kicks. Leg kicks. A few more seconds. All right, let's stop. And let's go ahead and quickly do our math. So, counting. Ten seconds. All right. So now I got 19 beats in 10 seconds. If I do my math, oop, where am I? That is 11, sorry. So 114 is my heart rate at that time. Now, boys and girls, did I work in my target zone after doing 2 or 3 activities? The answer to that is an obvious yes. So now I'm gonna move into my chair dip. Okay, so now I'm going, focusing on upper body. So I'm gonna use this chair up against the wall. I find this to be safe when you do this exercise. I'm gonna stand in front of the chair, place one hand behind me, the second behind me. Then I'm gonna slide my feet out in a 90-degree angle. And I'm gonna go ahead and pump up. And I'm gonna do this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So let's go ahead and check our heart rate. So after 10 seconds, I just slightly went up at 21 beats. So if I did the math, and this is part of calculating your workout, then I am at 126. Am I still in my target heart rate? The obvious answer is yes. So let's move on to the next one, crunches. And I'm gonna go ahead, get down on the mat. I'm gonna position myself on the mat so I don't slide right off. I like to tell my students to please put their hands across their chest, not behind their head, because there is that tendency after doing some of these repetitions, you're going to notice that you're going to start to want to pull and yank on your head. So hands across your chest, and I'm going to go into crunches, which is different from a sit-up. I'm going to go up, halfway, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm gonna sit up. Hello, Rosie. I'm gonna check my heart rate. After 10 seconds, went just slightly down, but that's okay. Why? Because if I did my math, I'm at 120, sorry. Even though I went down 1 heartbeat, I am still in my target zone, okay? So now let's move on to push-ups. And I want to get down on the floor. And again, I like to use the mat, especially if my floors are hard. They're not forgiving on my knees, but I'm going to spread my hands out on both sides of the mat. And I'm going to position my feet slightly off the mat, so I'm going to slide off. And I'm going to go right into my push-up. Again, look at how my back is straight and where my chin is coming close to the ground. Okay, my elbows are not being too much bent. I'm getting a good resistance in my chest and arms. I'm gonna do a couple more. Bring it back up. Let's check our heart rate. Ooh, went back up a little. So now I'm at 23. Use my math. Let's see. I'm at 138. Boys and girls, am I still in my target zone? The answer to that is yes. I have not gone over 142, so I'm still maintaining a good target heart rate. Now, we're moving on to burpees. So, burpees is a good full body workout, okay? Because you're including your upper body, your lower body, and you're using your core muscles to perform this exercise. So I'm gonna stay on the side so you can see it and how it looks. So I'm gonna go into a squat, place my hands out, jump into a plank, pull my knees in, and then as I come up, you either can stand up or you can hop up and then back down. All right, let's count heart rate. Woo. Ooh, my heart rate climbed up. It has to do with maybe the intensity. So, and my heart rate climbed up to 26. If I do my math correctly, I am at 156. Now, did I get over 142 with 156? The answer is yes. Now, did I maintain my target heart rate zone? Based on the numbers, not really. However, am I getting close to my maximum heart rate? Based on these numbers, I'm on my way to maximum heart rate. So, as I work out and I'm checking my heart rate along the way, this is where I can start to get a clear understanding of my cardiovascular health. So, because I am breathing heavy. My heart rate is pounding. I'm starting to get a little sweaty. My body temperature is up. I'm gonna go right into a cool down. And this is the best time to try to bring my 156 heart rate, hopefully back down to what, 72 I said for my rest. So let's go into some cool down. So some arm circles, maybe incorporate some wrists. Right? I can do some legs. I can do waist, right? Woo. I'm starting to feel my heart rate go down a little bit. All right. And then right behind me, remember, boys and girls, the word static and dynamic stretching? Again, those are stretches you can do either while you're moving, which is called dynamic, or while you're holding it, and that's called static. As I'm doing right now, I am doing what's called dynamic, because I am moving as I'm stretching, right? Get some of my chest, my arms. Sometimes you might hear some crunching noise in your joints, and that's normal. All right, I'm feeling my heart rate come down. All right, I can probably do some neck rolls. But if I go back and I start to check my heart rate right now, so I count it 15, okay? So if I count at 15 beats in my 10-second count, and if I did the math, I am at 90. For resting heart rate, you want to be anywhere from 60 to about 88, 90. And that's where I'm at for my resting. As I continue to walk around, take deep breaths, you're gonna see that this number is gonna start to drop even further, more at my resting heart rate, which when I calculated that in the beginning, it was at 72. And it doesn't take long to get my heart rate back down to a resting rate. So again, we're focusing on time. The more time you spend on your cool down, that is where your heart rate starts to come back down quickly. All right, so I'm breathing less heavier. My heart rate is not beating as fast. And so now, instead of a 15, I got a 13. If my numbers are correct, okay, I am right now at 78. And look at how quickly it went from 90 to 78. And boys and girls, this is what you would do for your workout plan if you're really truly trying to get a clear understanding of how your heart is responding to exercises. Okay, so this is for your cardiovascular health. You should be already at less than 2.02, which is cardiovascular health. And the next lesson is going to be leading into strength. Thank you so much for watching. I know I may have looked like I was fumbling a little bit, but that's okay because you're exercising. All right, boys and girls, have a good day. Thank you.